Hi, in this part we're gonna talk about the lighting, and I would like to show you why the lighting is very important and the color too. So let's open this and let's start. Okay, so there is a big part. There is many of artists they don't know about this. It's called color harmony and the color theory. So what does it mean? The color harmony is always to try to create something is called color harmony, so to try to select your color plate to create a story. So everything in our life it's always affecting ourselves. So for example, if you are in the summer you start to feel energy, if you see the sea or the grass, you will start to feel happy. And if the winter coming or the fall coming, you start to feel some depressed. So if the same thing is happening in your scene. So first thing I'm always ask myself, what is the story behind my scene? So what I have to do here. So and what is the season here too. So for example, if I want to tell a story, it's fair or it's dramatic or romantic. So you have to be careful for your color, because your color we're gonna give you the feeling. So if we look at the Up movie, this is one of the best movie I saw ever, and you have to watch it if you never watched it before. So we're gonna see here two different colors and two different story. When they got married here, you see more brightness, the color fall, purple. So that means they are in a love story. Okay, and in the next image, as you can see here, when she getting sick, the color is too dark. You start to feel depressed. You start to feel so sad. So if you just look at this, you don't know about the color harmony, but you start to feel this. Okay, and you start to say, oh my god, that's bad. That's so bad for me. And here is too. So here in the right side, you feel so happy. Oh my god, I would like to go to this place, and I want to see this place. But in the other side, when she gets sick and she gonna die here, so everything is yellow and it's a fall time. So it's the same scene, but it's different color, different light, so different effects. And this is the exact what I did in my scenes. And the last image here too, when they started to build their house, when they just get married. So as you can see here, it's green, more bright. Everything looks very beautiful, but here everything is very dark. The color palette is too dark, so that sadness. So because he gonna leave this house, and his wife's dead. Okay, so and before I do anything in my scene, so I started to do some research about if I would, for example, I am here at some fog. It's foggy time and it's fall time, so I bring some image for the fall time for the trees to see how it looks, the color of the trees and the color plate too. So what color I'm going to use. Okay, so you have to do this, and you have to read about the color theory and the color harmony, because it's a very important part. And if you start to know this step, believe me, you will create awesome shots. Okay, so before we go here, I'm going to open my scene and let me show you something. I will select my lights. Okay, here is my light. Okay, so rule number one, never and ever put your light like this, because I saw many of artists they try to lighting their scene, but if you put the sunlight in front of your scene, you will get a very bad result. Okay, so that's I think that's the biggest mistake they always lighting artists or environmental artists doing in their scene. I mean, always see this kind of I would like to say shit in the mini environment. So please don't try to do this. Okay, so rule number one, try to put your light inside. Okay, and when you put your light in the left side or the right side, there is a story, there is a big story on to put in this angle, but I will not go in these details, but just let you know, don't put your light in the front of your scene. Okay, and try to put your light higher or more down. Okay, so if you put it down, you're gonna get bad result, so try to put more higher. Okay, and also try to have some shadows, because shadow, it will give you very nice looking. So and here is the example. So I have the trees here. Okay, when I remove it, you see it's much different, because normally when you have a fog time, you have to see some god rays, is not too much, but you have to see a little bit of god rays. So I put the trees in behind the camera, because it will not visible, to just give me this feeling. Okay, so first try also try to move your light and see what is the best position you can get it. Okay, and when you have some grass or foliage, so try to be careful for the shadow, so because you need to see the in between, because many artists I saw the environments, they put the light like this and it's already in the side, but you see there is your scene, it looks flat. So try to do this. Okay, so we're gonna pack the light here. Okay, and you can move it until you have nice shadow here and nice shadow here. Okay, that's it. Okay, so let's open our tutorial and let's add our lighting. Okay, so I'm gonna remove all the lighting here. Let's remove everything here. Okay, so now our scene is empty. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna create something is called Hdri Backdrop. If you didn't get it, you have to enable from plugin, open plugin and write Hdri drop and enable, and then they're gonna ask you to restart. After restarting, you can just bring it and put in your scene. Okay, and put it here to 0. Okay, and let's make this 400. Okay, and we're gonna search here and I will get some HDRI as a cloudy. And if you don't know how you can get some free HDRI, there is a nice website, it's called HDRI Haven. You can find a lot of HDRI. So I bring some cloudy and overcasting HDRI to use in my scene. Okay, so I bring this one and I will add it here. Okay, so if you look at the sky here, now it's fine, it's not too bright, but because the exposure is working, so when we look at there, so it's nice. So this is auto exposure, so I will not use auto exposure right now, so I will keep it 0. Okay, and I'm gonna select the skylight here and let's see 0.3, because I don't need this too bright. Okay, so just like this, and we're gonna keep the sky with the same bright. Then I'm gonna to use waterline. So waterline you can download, is not free. Okay, but it's very nice because it gives you very nice water. Okay, so you can go deep or not. So I will bring one here and let's make it 0.2. Okay, like this. And for the sky you can leave it like this, so we have to move it down until we don't see any part of the what's called any part of the in the environment. So we just need to see the sky. okay, or you can edit on Photoshop and that's it. Okay, so now that's fine. You see, now we just have overcasting lighting and it doesn't take too much time. So the next step now, we're gonna add fog. Okay, so because the fog, it's important part, so we're gonna add the fog here, and let's make the fog is 0.5. okay, and here's 0.3, and let's change the color to white because we need to keep it white, and open this. We can move 0.9. That's okay. Alright, so now we have, it's overcasting is too much, so we can reduce this to 0.2. Okay. Right. Okay. For this edge, we're gonna hide now. Okay, so but don't care about this now. So the next step, I'm gonna to fix the reflection here. You see the reflection here is too bad. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna search for reflection plane, and we're gonna, yes, we're gonna scale it. Okay, so see there is much different. Okay, but now this try to make sure first, open project setting and search in reflection, and make sure you have the right resolution, because for example if the resolution 128, you're gonna have some bad reflection, but 1K or 2K is much better for sure. Okay, so we're gonna start to move this here. We're gonna move the bit here, and we can add the landscape to just make some variation. So I'm gonna sculpt it. We can add some bump area. Yeah, I think that's enough. And the grass is, I think, it's long a bit, so let's first put our bridge to select the right angle. Okay, so I'm gonna add it here, and let's move it like this. Okay, and then we're gonna take our put and move it down a bit. Okay, and we will move this here, and let's scale this. Okay, so we're gonna scale this up and rotate it 90 degrees. And yeah, I forgot to add some breaks under this house, so it's nice to get some variation. So we can open Megascan. Where is Megascan? Megascan, okay. Megascan 3D assets. And let's select all of them, and we're gonna take a look about the breaks here. Oh yes, that one. Oops. So we're gonna move you can add some. My scene is too heavy because the grass, so let's remove it now. I don't need it right now, so and if you're not gonna see anything from the back, so that's fine, so you don't need to add more. Okay, and we just move it like this, and let's put it here and open and try to move our landscape. I think that's enough. Okay, so now we're gonna add the grass. So let's open City Park, Mesh, Flora, Grass. Okay, and from here we can scale 1 and 0 and just 600 and 150, but we need to remove this first to not have some overlapping. Yes, we just need this and start. Okay, so we can hide it, so what we're gonna do now to select all of them, and let's move it here, okay, until we finish painting. You can add more grass, so you can add some variation to add more foliage here. Okay, I think that's enough, and we forgot to add a texture for our landscape. So let's bring texture. We can find here, maybe we can find some ground can add this one to our landscape. Okay, and open landscape. Okay, and from paint I think it should works. So we're gonna select this grass. Oh, and wait. Okay, so just wait. Yeah, I think that's enough. That's enough for now. All right, so we finished the bending. We're gonna take this and pack it again to the center to make sure everything is correct. Okay, and then we will take this house and we can move it here. Okay, so the next step, we're gonna select the camera. Okay, so I will select this. Okay, I think that's enough, and create cinematic camera, and make sure you select from perspective to cinematic. Okay, so then selective camera, and go in the camera and try to make this 4.2. Okay, and now it's time to add direction lights. Okay, so we add direction lights, and as we discussed, we're gonna move our lighting in the area like this, and we can make the light, for example, 3. I think 3 is enough, and we can move it a bit to blue. Okay, as you can see here, everything started to be ready. Okay, so next step, we're gonna add some fog. We're gonna add the trees. Okay, but this is gonna be the next part. But we can add some trees here. Mesh flora trees. We can reduce, we can scale it a bit. Okay, but we're gonna leave this tree until the next video. So I just try to make the videos short, not too long. So let's pause here, and next video we're gonna see how we're gonna finish our scene and make the color, the post processing, and add the fog and everything, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.